Hey loves, welcome back. Today, I really need to remind you that you are absolutely capable of manifesting whatever you want, including your specific person, and you don't have to wait, you don't have to take time, you don't have to worry, you don't have to stress, you don't have to have anxiety. Because today I was kind of thinking about what type of video I wanted to make. And usually I kind of give like techniques or success stories, which I do have a success story today. And that's the reason I wanted to make this video and talk to you so yes, I'm talking to you, that you can manifest your specific person. If you ever doubt yourself, if you ever have worry, get rid of all of that. There's literally no way that the power that's residing within you that can manifest anything, including your specific person, could ever be taken away from you. And that's something I absolutely want you to know, and I want you to recognize here today. Your abilities and your power and your confidence and your love and your magnificence and your abundance is unlimited. There is no limit to that. So whenever you're manifesting, again, if you ever get worries, think upon this or even watch this video so you can hear it from me first, because your specific person, without a doubt, is so desiring. You cannot imagine how much they desire to be with you right now. In the same way that your dream job, everything, the house, the relationship, everything you want wants to be with you way more than you want to be with them. If you take nothing else out of this video, that's what I want you to know and think upon. Just meditate it on it tonight before you go to bed. Visualize it. Do some affirmations, because this is going to be the huge game changer. Like, you are this vast, infinite abundance, and you're selling yourself short by ever thinking you can't do it, having doubts, having negative self-talk. You don't need any of that, because I cannot explain how abundant you are. So I'll get into the success story to kind of show you of how magnificent you can do, or you can be. And in this situation, it happens so fast, it happens so easy, so happens so effortlessly. Like, life and your manifestation does not have to be hard. Now, again, if you are feeling hard, that's completely fine. You don't have to worry about that. But again, remember, there are times when we feel down. There are times when we feel very high, low, whatever it is. But remember that your life is like seasons, kind of moving through that. So don't feel bad if you're feeling down right now. Allow this video to kind of lift you up. And if you're feeling good, then that's absolutely amazing. But absolutely never beat yourself up for having negative feelings or emotions or worrying about time. Because really, in this reality, you're meant to have what you want. So why would you worry about time or how soon your manifestation is going to come to you? Because if you think upon your specific person, think of how awesome it's going to be to get there. And usually the anticipation going up to something is much greater than even achieving it. So why not enjoy this time you have right now, thinking upon these amazing things that are on their way to you and that you already have within you at this very moment? Why not enjoy this time right as it is? Because before you know it, you and your specific person are going to be married, having kids, in the perfect house with the perfect career, making so much money and having so much abundance that you're going to think upon right now. And you're going to think, why did I ever worry to begin with? There was absolutely no point. And you're going to come back to this video and you'll be like, oh my gosh, Kyle was right. I had all this love, positivity, abundance. Again, I like the word magnificence because you're magnificent. You have all of that residing with you at this very moment. But I wanted to include a success story today because it kind of spurred me to remind everyone that, again, you have the ability to change your entire reality tomorrow. There's nothing limiting you. But when it comes to success stories, remember, the main thing we don't want to do is don't think upon when you think of, or when you hear a success story, to think like, they did it and I didn't do it, so there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't you ever say that about yourself ever again. The idea that you want to take out of these success stories that I give you is that if this person did it, if you're seeing that in your reality, then that means you can absolutely do it too. Why couldn't you? If it's happening around you and this abundance, this unlimited abundance is residing within you, why can't you also create this in your reality? But here's the success story, because when things happen like this that are so overnight fast, or 3 to 4 days, I absolutely want to let you guys know, because again, like I mentioned, you can do this too, absolutely. So this person was, and I can't give out too much information, it's just kind of the idea of it. They were with their specific person. They had been before, but they kind of broke up in this. The specific person was saying that they didn't want a relationship. They didn't want to talk anymore. All of those crazy things, right? And maybe you're relating to this and maybe you're not. But the goal or idea is that this wasn't the most perfect situation. Like when it comes to manifesting, you're thinking, well, you've been with them before. You do this or you do that, or they're texting you or contacting you. You're like, oh, I have so much leverage to then manifest because it's easy to get into that state of belief. But in this case, it wasn't. It was kind of the opposite, right? There was no contact. There was frustration. They had kind of just broken up recently. So this emotion was really, really high. Well, not recently, like I think it was a couple months ago. But anyway, so the emotion was really, really high in the negative. And so this person books a coaching call with me, right? And this is where I'm telling you, you have an unlimited reserve of power residing within you at this very moment that you just tap into, and things can change. Magnificent, again, apparently I love that word today, magnificent things can happen at the flip of a switch. I know I'm snapping. Hopefully that's not too loud in the microphone, but you can change your reality just like that. But anyway, so we book a coaching session. And then this is the idea. Whenever you're doing anything, when you're doing a technique, when you're getting into the state, remember, it can only awaken the power that's already residing within you at this very moment. It's kind of like, isn't it? I think there's a quote in the Bible that's like, it states, you would not seek it if you had not already found it. So this desire that you have for your specific person is already alive within you. You just have to tap into that energy, again, using whatever techniques are very good, or getting into that state, getting into that mindfulness of already having it. But anyway, so the person met in one phone call, okay? 30 minutes. That's all it doesn't take a lot, guys, to manifest. But I guess depending on your situation, how you're feeling, obviously it takes more or less. But you always have the ability to manifest overnight in that instance. But anyway, this person, we met for 30 minutes, kind of talked about what to do, how to live in that abundant state, how to live in the end, feel it, kind of worked on some maybe limiting beliefs that were happening. And I kid you not, in I think it was 3 or 4 days, I get a message to my email saying, update, we're back together, blah, blah, and the rest is history. But again, I don't want to basically make this focus on, okay, this coaching session happened and it occurred. I want to focus on the fact that this person was able to manifest and change and create the reality in such a short period of time. That's basically like overnight. And that means you can do it too. But right now, I will say, if you're kind of thinking, well, I don't like this because I've been manifesting for a year, what am I doing wrong? Sometimes think about that journey that you want to go along that gets you to your end state. Take your mind completely off of that. Focus exclusively on your internal state. Think of how you're feeling. What would make you feel happy, loved, abundant? And a good metaphor, and I wanted to make a whole video on this, but I'll give it to you right here and now. Think about the idea. Now, I think I'm still going to make a whole video on this. But think about the idea of being a loved and cherished or a loving person. With this in mind, you accept and radiate love in all areas of your life. So with your manifestation of your specific person, and what this person kind of did was to accept and bring in all of the love that's available to you in your reality right now. And you might be like, Kyle, I don't get that. That doesn't make sense. So let me relate it to something else that is going to make a lot more sense. And again, you might see this again because I really, really like this metaphor and this idea. Think about if you were going to manifest making $1 million a year, okay? You wanted a dream job of, you wanted to travel and vlog or whatever it is, whatever your dream job is, you want to do that. And let's say you didn't want to accept all of the wealth that your reality has to offer from everywhere. And you were to think, okay, I'm only going to take wealth from my dream job. In that case, you kind of limit yourself off, and your internal state's going to get into a feeling of lack of abundance. Again, there can never be a lack of abundance, but you get into that feeling because you feel like you can only accept wealth from that area. But remember, we want to feel as if we already have what we desire in order to see it in our reality. So first, you need to accept and take in all the wealth around you. Again, relate this to your specific person, all the love around you, because that would be absolutely crazy. Think of someone who's wealthy. They don't only accept wealth from one area in their life. They accept it from absolutely everywhere. They're wealthy. That's the state that they embody. They literally fully and entirely fulfill that role within and maintain that assumption. So do the same exact thing when it comes to your specific person. Allow all the love and abundance around you to just flow into you. And you're going to find that you completely let go of this idea of time, and you have one of these same success stories where you manifest within 3 days after making this shift. Because again, right now, maybe this video is what is going to create that shift within you to create that manifestation. Actually go out and live the life that you want, or feel that wish fulfilled state that you've always wanted to feel. All it takes is something very simple like this. And I hope that this video is that for you. So make sure, the beginning was super, I started off strong with the motivational talk. So if you need it, 100% go back and rewatch that. I would absolutely love to cheer you on each and every day to your manifestation, because I know that you can get it, and never ever forget that. If you guys did have any questions about this video, or just want to be like, absolutely yes, I claim this, just put it down in the comments section below. You can also reach out to me on my website if you have an amazing success story or want to ask me a question. Head over to my website, which is kyleaugustcoaching.com. You can also check out my TikTok, which is Manifestation Man. It might be hard to read down there, but like always, I absolutely love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.